Hey everyone, StarCraft here, and like I said before, I'm going to try and get some videos out daily. This one, I really wanted to get doing ever since I bought it. I didn't even remember this was coming out, but I did read the other stories. What am I talking about? A fun, very unique type series called the Sasquatch Detective. Yeah! This is just fun. Is all I can say. A Sasquatch that's a police detective. Where does someone come up with this stuff? Well, apparently it came from the writer and creator, Brandee Stillwell, who created the concept during her improv stage show. Originally conceived of as a Yeti, the character of Tonya Lightfoot became a Sasquatch as Brandee evolved her performances. Over time, eventually, several employees at DC Comics saw her performance and realized this character would fit very well in comics. So Brandee was given a shot doing a bunch of backup stories for Mark Russell's The Snagglepuss Chronicles, a very good miniseries as well in its own right, with designs provided by Ben Caldwell and art in the main backups by Gus Vasquez, and these were very entertaining stories. The backups just jump right into her already being a cop and eventually a detective. No backstory really given, but she went on some crazy adventures. This one shot, 64 pages, no ads, and even the inside covers have some backup features as well as sketches at the end. Collect the backups as well as provide an origin story for her. Mostly playing off of the little gags and references that she would make in the backups, showing how all of those connected. In the end, we open our story up with Tonya and her family being well-adjusted. They're not savages at all, and they have a good idea how most modern technology works. If it's something new, in one case a hammock, for example, for Tonya, they will still be a bit baffled, but always give it a try, and they figure them out very fast. They usually spend their evenings going to places that are usually closed for humans by that point, such as tennis and golf club courses. Then in the morning, they regularly scare off a bunch of campers and steal their food and other materials. Then make a joke about how the people usually blame it on bears, which leads to this very funny moment of their bear friends basically telling them, "Dude, not funny." Years later, one night, Tonya, her father, and her brother come back and find that some hunters have captured her mother and have her tied up. They are also using camcorders to try and record everything. Their father sneaks in after slashing their tires with his claws and knocks them all out. Tonya then rewinds the footage on the camera to try and erase it and hits record as they're leaving, a few seconds of which are caught. Now, I'm not sure if this was an accident or intentional on her part. She just didn't realize that she would be caught while they recorded it. But either way, they do see her. Years later, and Tonya, now older, has been sneaking off to the local ranger station with distractions provided by her pigeon friend, Russell. Yeah, of course she has one. And she would watch live TV there. She hears on the news a story of the chief of police in Los Angeles saying how he will take anyone, men, women, and he then sarcastically says, even Sasquatches, to which Tonya takes them as literal. She sneaks in and, with Russell, they put in an online application to the LAPD. Weeks later, she gets word in that she's been accepted. Her parents aren't exactly thrilled at first, but she makes her case that this could allow her to open the door to other Sasquatches to do what they haven't been able to do their whole lives, like her brother being able to participate in Wimbledon. She's already got a foot in the door with this job. And besides, as she sees it, LA is no less dangerous than the life she's been living so far. Her family eventually accepts, realizing that this could be a good idea, and she ends up hitching a ride on a semi-truck. She then bolts to the LAPD precinct, and she gets the job. Of course, the force is a bit surprised and bewildered that they have an actual Sasquatch with them, but they're cool with it. The shorts are far quicker to sum up, and they're all really good. The first one, which chronologic release order-wise is the first time we actually met Tonya, introduces us to her and her partner, Ron Burkass. Funny name. We also find out that within 1 year of joining the force, Tonya went from a beat cop to detective and had some crazy hijinks, including bringing down the mayor the day after she got the key to the city, no less, and even had a guest appearance on Law & Order SVU, which later ended up her receiving a restraining order from the actor who plays Olivia. I can't pronounce her last name, so I'm not going to even try. And yeah, that was some craziness there. We also find out her partner, Ron, he's a good guy. He likes her as a partner, despite her quirks, but he's also had some not so good luck, including cashing his retirement fund early so he and his comedy troupe could try and get a job on a yacht. It bombed, and now he's completely behind on his retirement. The next one involves Tonya solving all kinds of unsolved mysteries the precinct has had over the years in her unique ways. And it ends with her eating an egg salad sandwich, that didn't agree with her. And let's just say it causes a coworker to pass out. She sneaks out and then comes back acting all like, hey, I was out getting a latte. What happened to her? Cute. One of the shorts involves her and Ron going to a witness's house who was reporting a bunch of burglaries. They come up to the door, but unfortunately the old woman that's the witness thinks that Tonya's a bear and Ron is her keeper, so she calls in animal control. Unfortunately, animal control happens to be a guy that Tonya dated once pretty badly, and this guy, clearly an asshole, decides to use this as a prime excuse to shoot her with a tranquilizer dart. Why? She's a Sasquatch. That's it, in his eyes. Ron takes him down. Tonya passes out. The asshole gets arrested because he shot a fellow officer. And then Wonder Woman shows up. Yeah. I don't get it either. But it was cute, and it ends with us seeing that the thief, the robber, is secretly stealing another house while everyone's distracted. Next, Tonya is sent undercover to a spa that's an undercover ring. A nice cameo from Selena Kyle ensures that reveals that this is set a bit before Batman 50. Yeah. It's revealed, and it turns out that the spa uses lavender-based truth fumes to get the people to spill their guts as they're being massaged, which actually sounds like a clever idea. Fortunately for Tonya, she is immune to such stuff since there's lavender all over the mountain ranges. So she eventually takes him down, and that's it. The last one is a little weird. Tonya is doing some deliberately bad stage magician and on stage to trigger a Russian spy who has a hatred for such things to out himself, and she gives chase. They meet in a secret room and talk it out. She disappears through a trap door. She tries to get in, then the ghost of Houdini appears out of nowhere before the trap door opens, and she falls, and it sends her flying right outside the building and into a nearby pool. The guy gets away. Ron shows up, reveals he put a tracking device on it, makes a little joke about, and he makes a Scooby-Doo joke. She calls him racist, but being funny in her own way. Then they have a laugh, say it was just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. A Houdini image appears, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't really get this one. And for the last short, it was my least favorite of them, but it was still funny in its own way. The last page of this one-shot reveals one of the poachers that tried to capture her mom. Look, it still has the footage of her voice and her name, and he puts two and two together with the newspaper saying she's become a cop, and he basically has his sights on her now. This was a great book. Great original story. The origin connects the dots that are set up. Tonya is a great fun character. Ron is a good partner. The hijinks are hilarious. The art, both for the main origin story and the backups, are comedic. I hope we do see more from all this creative team and from this character in the future. Maybe not having to have her interact so much with the DC universe, but on its own, I understand why this was in the Snagglepuss Chronicles. This kind of fits like a modern day Hanna-Barbera character in a lot of ways. Again, I hope Brandee Stillwell does so much more with this. I cannot wait. I hope, and you'll come in tomorrow as I do another review. I will eventually get to my Scott Snyder video, probably this weekend. But until then, tune in next time. Catch you later.